right now. You are now tuned in. Pen Crispy. I'm still going there.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your girl Queen back again with another video. I told y'all that I was going to try my hardest to upload as much as I can. Yesterday I didn't upload a video. I don't know if the story time I did last time, I don't know if that was like what, 2 days ago? Yeah, that was 2 days ago. So I'm back here again doing another story time for y'all because you guys said that you enjoyed the last one. So it is about, y'all, it's like literally like 12:42 a.m. and I'm up late and I just decided, well, I'm sitting here on my phone just scrolling through my timeline. Why not do a story time? So this story time is going to be about a time where I got a pretty intense warning from God. And some of y'all may believe in God, some of y'all may not. First off, just a little bit about my background. When I was younger, I grew up in the church. I grew up singing in church. I just grew up in like a Christian household. Like, we wasn't perfect, you know. We had drama, we had ups and downs and stuff like that, but through everything, like, we always believed in God like heavily. So I grew up and I still have that belief. I believe in God heavy. So I want to tell you about a time when I was like, what, I think I was 14, or I don't know if I was 14 or 15. I'm gonna just say 14, either one of those. And by the way, excuse my hair, y'all. It's like I said, it's 12 a.m. and honestly, I just like to show y'all like how I am, how I would just be around the house, period. Like, this is me. I'm not always gonna come on my videos looking a hot mess. Sometimes I might put on makeup and do my hair and stuff. Like, I see a lot of other girls who have channels, like every time they get on there, like they makeup be slayed, their hair be laid and all that stuff, and that's fine and all, but Queen is just gonna come just like it's me and you sitting in a room just talking and we having a sleepover. So yeah, I just want to give a little disclaimer on that. But this is when I was about what, 14. I remember at 14 I was really like rebellious against my mom. This was around the time where she was still married to my stepdad, and like, you know, me and him had a lot of issues. We just kind of didn't really, we clashed a lot. So it caused me to be like really distant from my mom. Not distant from my mom, but just distant from like my sister, my brother, all of them. And I would stay in my room and stuff, and like I would be so just wrapped up in my friends at school. And I mean, which is kind of normal probably, like if you go back to when you was 14, or if you are that age now, you probably like more so be sticking around your friends and stuff like that, and you might have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. And but I was real rebellious towards my mom, and like when we was in church, you know, I wouldn't really like pay attention, but I knew who God was, like, and I knew that he was serious and it was a serious thing. I wouldn't pay attention, and I would just always be doing bad stuff, you know. But I knew right from wrong, and you know, a lot of us know right from wrong. So I was just basically, I was acting up a lot. I was acting out, but I always knew that God had like a calling on my life since I was a baby, like since before I was born. Like, I know that God got a calling on my life. Like he done gave me a voice, and I know that he gave me this voice to use for him. It's like when I was in church, I was supposed to be taking him serious, but I wasn't. I was out doing like a lot of other stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing at school. And basically my mama said, you know what, if you don't listen to me, then you're gonna have to give account to God. And you know, she said that, and I thought about it, but I really didn't pay attention. So y'all, the scariest dream I had, I don't know if you guys know about the rapture or whatever like that, but I believe in a rapture. The rapture is when God comes back to earth, get all the people that was right with him, and like, you know, the dead rise first, and the people who are still like alive, like they rise up, and you know, stuff like that. And he just gather all his people that lived, you know, holy and lived right for him. So I had a dream that, okay, this is how the dream started. So I'm standing in line, and in front of me was my mom, and I think it was my stepdad in the front of my mom. And like I'm standing in line like this, and then like on the side of me over here there's like a wooden table, and I couldn't see who it was, but from the feeling of it, it felt like it was God sitting at the table. And ahead of all of us there was a gate. Now I couldn't see his face, but all I know that it was like an outlining of a body. It was like an orb, but it was like a spirit, but you knew that it was a heavenly spirit. He had power, so I'm guessing that it was God, and I'm guessing that this was Judgment Day or something like that. I'm standing in line, and you know, he's judging my stepdad, and my stepdad, you know, he entered into the gates, and then my mom, and then, you know, I didn't hear what he said to her, but I'm guessing she must have got in. And when it got to me, it's like, when it got to me, it's like he said, depart from me, I do not know you. And in the Bible it says that, like, you know, on Judgment Day, like, those are gonna be the words that he say. Like, he's gonna say either he's gonna say, well done, you know, that good and faithful servant, you know, you can enter into the gates. And if you don't make it, then he's gonna say, depart from me, I do not know you. So when it got to me, that's what he said, y'all. Like, imagine, just take a moment to imagine yourself standing there, like, before God, you know what I'm saying, and he tell you he don't know you. Like, your name is not, like, written in the book of life. Your name is not written, you know, down to go to heaven. Imagine God telling you that. Like, what can you do? You can't argue with him. You can't do nothing. All you can do is just probably not even cry. You probably just gonna disappear. So this is what happened. When he told me that, I didn't have room to say nothing, y'all. Like, I didn't have time to say anything. Like, all I know is, as soon as he said that, it was like that. Like, it was like that. I was gone. I had disappeared. But when I disappeared, I suddenly ended up on this road. And it was this, like, dark road, y'all. Like, it was this dark road. It was not only me on the road, but it was like, it was so many other people on this road, y'all. And it was people in front of me, people on the side of me, people in the back of me. Everybody had on these white t-shirts, but the white t-shirts, they were dirty, and they were, like, torn, they were ripped. So I'm guessing that the shirts stood for, like, a white shirt is, like, you know, pure white, you know, stands for purity. And then the shirts that, like, the ones that were the tears and the rips and all that stuff in the dirt, that I think that represented all of our sin and all of our, you know, our filth. And yeah, so everybody just had on these ripped shirts, and they were just walking, some were running. I think we were, like, kind of like jogging, and everybody had these worried looks on their faces, like. And then there was this white guy next to me, and he looked at me. I don't know if I looked at him or he looked at me first, but one of us said, no, he said to me, he said, what, you didn't make it? You didn't make it either? And I was like, no, I didn't make it, no. And y'all, that was, like, just going down that dark road, like, that was the scariest thing ever. Like, that was the most scariest, I feel like that's the most scariest dream I ever had, because it's nothing worse. Like we you know, we live here, you know, but this life is temporary, y'all. So that's why God tell us not to get too caught up into ourselves and into like the ways of the world and stuff like that, and material things, because this body, everything, like this whole world, everything is temporary, y'all. Like if your soul not right, like it don't mean nothing, I'm telling you. So I woke up, and y'all, I remember the whole house was dark because it had to be in the middle of the night. And bro, when I tell you, I got up around that house. I was looking for my mama, I was looking for my stepdad. I was trying to make sure they was still there, because I thought that God had came back and I was left. Like, and when I seen that they were still there, it's like I had this huge relief, like this big old mountain off my back, because y'all, that was the most scariest feeling ever. Like even now, sometimes I still worry about it, because nobody knows the day or the hour, you know what I'm saying, that he gonna return. And it's like so many of us are doing our own thing, and so many of us are getting wrapped up into our lifestyles, and that we forget why we really here, like what our purpose is. And like some of y'all may not believe, you know what I'm saying, but some of y'all do believe in God, but you just, you know, you don't put in enough effort, as much effort as you should, you know, with the relationship with him. And that goes for me too, because y'all, like it was a time where I was like heavy into God, and like I slid back and I slipped back, like, you know. And lately, like I haven't even been going to church. Like I haven't found a church home, but in order to find a church home, you got to go, you gotta, you know, go try to find one. So it's like I've been slacking like heavily, and it's like it means more than anything that we doing on this earth, I'm telling you. Just because you young, and just because, you know, you doing your own thing, make sure you don't forget your purpose here, because God put everybody here for a purpose. He put everybody here for a reason. No matter how old you are, he put you here because he want to, you know, use you. And if you make mistakes and stuff like that, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has sin. Everybody has weaknesses that they deal with. But it's not about what you do. It's about what you do after you do it. It's like, do you learn from it? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, God may let you get away with something for so long, but then he'll warn you. You know, he'll send you signs either in dreams, or like you'll be able to tell because how stuff goes in your life. And a lot of people, you know, a lot of people turn against God because they feel like, oh well, you know, this happened to me, or why did he let this person die in my life? And like another thing, y'all, don't turn against God because something bad happened in your life. You know what I'm saying? You have to remember that he is just God. And you, as much as like stuff, you know, happens in our life and it's sad, you can't really question why he does things, because our minds are not made to understand everything he's doing. Like, we're only humans. Like, we think naturally, but God is like, he's like supernatural. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't see supernaturally. A lot of us don't have faith like how we're supposed to have faith. One thing you never want to let happen is God to tell you, depart from me, I don't know you. Make sure, you know, whatever you do, you put him first. And I even me, like, I have to learn some stuff. Like, honestly, this phone right here, honey, this phone is a distraction out this world. Like, they made the phone with everything on it, and it's like, I put the Holy Bible app on there, and like sometimes when I try to read the Bible, it's like I see notifications popping up at the top and I get distracted and I pull it down. But that's because I'm having an issue within myself where I need to be strengthened. You know what I'm saying? Just try to put in effort, and remember that when you try to go back to God, you know, or when you're trying to go to God and you never had a relationship with him, remember, take baby steps, y'all. Don't think that you have to be completely perfect, because that's where people go wrong. They think, oh, I'm not perfect, you know, I don't feel worthy enough to go to him. He wants all the sinners. Like, he wants all of y'all. Like, he wants the drug dealers, he wants the strippers, he wants the people that's having a problem with watching pornos. Like, literally, I'm just keeping it real. Like, a lot of us have issues, like, and we can't help, like, we can't help it. But if we keep thinking natural, if we keep seeing with the natural eye, of course we're not going to be able to help it. But if you take it to God, you know what I'm saying, take your problems to him, and, you know, ask him to deliver you from that stuff. It's more serious than what y'all think. Like, God is not nothing to play around with. And I would hate to see me, any of my family, or anybody, any of y'all, I would hate to see y'all, you know, miss y'all mark. Because in the end, that's all that matters. None of this stuff is going to matter, y'all. I'm telling you, like, this YouTube stuff, you know, I love doing it. But at the end of the day, if we don't put God first, and if, you know, we don't learn from our mistakes and strive for better, and, you know, try to be positive for other people, like, because I know I joke around a lot, y'all. I know me and Chris, we joke around a lot together. But at the end of the day, if we don't put some kind of positive image out there, and not to say, you know, we want to be put on a pedestal or be looked at like perfect. Please don't look at us perfect, because we're not. I'll be the first to say that. We are not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all sin. We all mess up. But at the end of the day, it's about what you do after it. You know, did you learn from it? Young girls, young guys that's watching this, remember that I love y'all and God loves y'all, and he just want to see y'all do right. He just want to be pleased with y'all. That's all. That was the most scariest time ever, when I thought that I got left. Like, after that, you doomed. Like, do you know what's gonna happen? Do y'all know what's gonna happen when God's spirit leaves this earth? Like, when he leaves, like, it's already bad stuff happening and God is still here, you know, with us. But imagine when he leaves. Like, what? Like, what are we gonna do? We can't do nothing. It's gonna be a new world order. It's people that's against God. It's gonna be like demons running the earth. Do y'all really want to be here? Like, when that happens, they're gonna force you to take the mark. They're gonna force you to basically be on the devil's side. You're gonna have to take the devil's mark to eat, to you know, to live. Basically to live. You don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to do that, man. So I just wanted to come and tell y'all this story time, because there's a message in it, you know, regardless of like everything else, you know, on my other story times, because I got some more story times coming. Like, there's some crazy stuff that didn't happen in my life, y'all, I'm telling you. But out of all the story times, like, just pay attention to this one. I'm not telling y'all nothing wrong. But I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, it's 1:03 now. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out, you guys, and just remember everything I said. And if y'all have questions, you know what I'm saying, y'all can ask them in the comments below or whatever. And, you know, if you don't believe, you know, I told you, you know, I can't make nobody believe nothing. I just did my part in telling you. I'm not gonna challenge you either. Like, if you feel like, you know, if you try to challenge me to something about God or his word, I'm not gonna even respond. God's word is too precious to be arguing over. Like, I know it's real. I know that my God is real. Can't nobody tell me that he's not. I don't care what happens. Like, I know that he's real. So can't nobody change my mind about that at all, you guys. Oh Lord, these kitchens though. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Don't think I don't see them subscribers going up. I see them numbers going up, and I thank y'all so much. I hope that they keep going up, because I have a lot more in store for y'all. I'm not just gonna be doing story times, I'm gonna be doing vlogs too.